Out there this morning, I just wanted to start off talking about the tropics, and we're talking about tropical storm Idalia and then also Hurricane Franklin. Looks like Idalia, though, will continue to move its way northbound and will be impacting parts of Florida over the course of, say, the middle of the week, and then eventually working its way out to sea. But Franklin, notice that you can see on satellite that well-defined eye. It is now a Category 4 storm, but it will pass in between Bermuda and the United States coastline. But tropical storm Idalia will be impacting parts of the United States. We're talking about Florida as well as Georgia and even right along South Carolina there before eventually pushing its way out to sea. But notice as it strengthens, as it moves over the very warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico. We're talking about a Category 1 storm as early as this afternoon, and then a Category 2 storm by tomorrow afternoon, Category 3 as it approaches the coastline of Florida, the Gulf Coast of Florida. So a Category 3, that's major hurricane status. A Category 3 or higher is considered a major hurricane and will likely be bringing some damaging winds as well as life-threatening storm surge to parts of Florida as we get towards the middle of the week as it approaches that coast. Hurricane Franklin, like I mentioned, a Category 4 storm right now, will continue to move its way north-northeast and passing between Bermuda, which is that dot right there, and then also in between the coastline of the United States. So likely churning the waters right along the immediate eastern coastline of the U.S. over the course of the next several days, but will not be impacting the United States aside from that. Satellite and radar showing us that we are tracking some wet weather for parts of our area. We are seeing a few of those showers sliding through the eastern panhandle, western Maryland. Now we're noticing that batch that was down just south of our area pushing its way through Culpeper County right now. In the D.C. metro area, likely seeing a few of those showers sliding in later on this morning and into the early afternoon. Temperatures right now, we are into the 70s for much of the area. 75 though in D.C., 73 Waldorf, upper 70s Lexington Park. We're 72 in Hagerstown, 70 in Woodstock and Luray, also 72 over towards Culpeper. We're seeing those dew points. Those are elevated upper 60s to low 70s. That's a humid start to the day. Now through the day, though, we'll see those high temperatures only climbing into the upper 70s to low 80s. So really not a big variation between, say, the morning low temperatures and the afternoon high temperatures. The reason why? The cloud cover and that threat for a few of those showers and storms. So we're seeing the clouds out there this morning as those kids are heading back to school. By the end of the day, likely seeing a few of those showers, maybe a rumble of thunder or two as those kids are heading home. But this is a view of the latest Futurecast showing us could be dealing with a few of those scattered showers working their way in from the south by noon today, and then eventually that slides out as we get towards later on this evening. We're looking at 7 p.m. That batch of rain moves off towards our east. A few lingering, isolated, very spotty showers in its wake, and then as we get towards tomorrow morning, starting off dry before more showers and thunderstorms starting to bubble up, especially for our western zones by the middle of the afternoon, and then that could be sliding its way closer towards D.C. as we get towards later on the afternoon into the early evening commute. So we'll be watching for those as we get towards tomorrow. But today, though, we'll track those high temperatures, upper 70s to low 80s. This is a bit on the cooler side of things for this time of the year, but we'll get closer to normal towards the middle of the week. And then looking ahead towards Thursday and Friday, look at those temperatures, mid upper 70s, feeling a bit more fall-like with the lower humidity as well, and the sunshine. That sunshine sticking around for this Labor Day weekend. It's looking great for any of those outdoor plans you may have, not only Saturday or Sunday, but also looking great on Monday on the holiday with highs upper 80s. Shanika's here with the On-Point look at those roads. What's the very latest?